Good morning or evening, welcome to the class again. Let's start off lying on the mat. So make sure you have a cushion or a block if you need it for your head. For this class we will need a chair, a belt as well. So you might want to get that ready first so that we're all ready to go. And then start to lie down on the mat with your feet on the mat, and knees bent, in that nice relaxing position. Make sure you're not lifting your chin at all. Walk your shoulders down, away from your ears. Let the arms go, the legs nicely balanced, and just release. And feel some release in your back, in your tummy. Now we can hold a lot of tension around the tummy area. And there's a lot that goes on there. It's called our second brain. And there's a lot of expressions like gut feeling and everything. So just turn your attention there, and how do you feel there? When you first lay down, it's hard to relax straight away, so obviously you have to think about which parts of your body are on the mat, and you can let go. And then when it comes to your spine, and that softens, and then you can allow your tummy to go. And that could take a little while, but let's just breathe. Let's just be conscious of how you feel with your breath, your tummy. And we're going to do some nice slow breaths, a little deeper. And we're going to do 10 breaths, starting off at 10 and working down. Okay, so you're going to breathe in, and then as you exhale, make the out breath twice as long as the in breath. So you'll do it to your own count. It could be 3, 4, 5 even. And then your body will tell you when to inhale again, with a soft tummy. You'll feel it rise a little bit in the rib cage. And then when you get to the top of that breath, there's that 1 second pause, and then letting go again, letting the softness happen, and letting go. So just a little bit more on the out breath, so all the stale air is gone, and you can breathe in some fresh new air, and the air when you're outside is actually fresher now. It's wonderful, isn't it? So carry on. You've probably done 3 or 4 breaths by now, in your own time. Letting go. Can you really focus on letting go of the breath? Letting go of the morning, afternoon, wherever you are. But letting go the day that has gone beforehand, the part of the day. Just being in this moment. It should be at least halfway now, I should think. And how relaxing it is. And then bring that pause between the out breath and the in breath. Between the in breath and the out breath. Focusing on the breath, where it goes, what happens to the body. So finish when you've done your 10 breaths. When you finish, you walk your feet in or onto the right side, push yourself up slowly, come up to sitting on a block or cushion with the legs crossed, and from there. So already as you lift and lengthen the spine, what happens in the tummy area? You can guess what we're working on today, can't you? The joy of core we're working on today. And how you lift everything, and then the tummy starts to come into play on its own. Start to getting rid of control there. Lifting up and in a little bit. And stretching your arms up. And when you do that, you can really feel the tummy's working a little bit more. It's stretching. It needs to support the back, so it's working. And then on the out breath, bring the arms down. So we're going to do the sun salute to warm up, or the cat if you do the cat pose. So we're going to come up and come to the front of your mat. Take anything out of the way on your mat. And come to the front of the mat. All right, here. Hands in, namaste. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Breathing up, fingers in line with toes, head down. Breathe in, bring the right foot back, knee down the calf. Retain into plank. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Smoothly into cobra, down into dog. Breathe in, bring right foot forward. Breathe out, left foot. Knee together. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Hands in, namaste. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Breathing out, fingers in line with toes, head down. Breathe in, bring the left foot back. Knee down, look up. Retain into plank, tummy working now. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Breathe in into cobra, elbows in. Out into dog, heels down. Breathe in, energy, big step forward, left. Breathe out, right, feet together. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Hands into namaste. Breathe in any taller, up and back. Breathing out, fingers in line with toes, head down. Breathe in, bring the right foot back. Knee down, look up. Retain into plank. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Breathe in into cobra. Down into dog. Breathe in, step forward, right. Breathe out, left. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Hands into namaste. Breathe in, stretch up and back a little bit higher. Breathing out, fingers in line with toes, head down. Breathe in, bring the left foot back. Knee down, look up. Into plank. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Breathe in into cobra. Out into dog. Breathe in, step forward, left. Breathe out, right. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Hands into namaste. Are you warm? Are you standing nice and tall? Getting your breath back now. Feeling that little bit of tummy work as you stand into Tadasana. And a bit of practice on the plank. So we're going to do normal dog pose. The head down. So come onto all fours, hands onto your shoulders, knees onto your hips and a little bit back. Really spread the fingers now, have a good base. Space between all the fingers and the thumb, middle finger in the middle. Tap the toes under. So we're going to do head down and then into head with the dog up. No, dog with the head up. Okay, breathe in. As you breathe out, suck the tummy in. Lift, lift, lift. High as you can. Any higher. Imagine you've got a pulley from your bottom up to the ceiling, and it's getting a bit shorter, this pulley. Can you keep your bottom as much as you can there, and on an out breath bring the heels down. Don't worry if they don't reach the mat. Just aim for the heels down. Tummy still working, in and up. Moving your weight back. Breathing. Right, we're going to breathe in. Breathing out, bring your weight forward, chest forward, heels back, into dog with the head up. Smiling. Moving the heels back any more. And you haven't got saggy thighs like this or arms, so really got to start working the tummy a little bit, haven't we? And stretching the heels back. Breathe in, breathing out. out, bring the heels down, down into dog with the head down. Move the weight back. Chest towards your thighs, thighs towards the back wall. And once again, breathe in, breathing out. Bring the head up. Lengthen. And breathe in, breathing out, dog with the head down. Oh, nice stretch in the arms and the legs. Oh, lovely. Oh. Back to kneeling. And then we're going to be lying on the mat. You will need your belt. And first of all, we're going to just lift one leg up. If you need head support, you can put it in. Start off with your feet on the mat. Stretch the left leg out. Well, let's start off in lying Tadasana now. So, stretch the heels away, toes towards you, arms by your side. So, this is how you stand. So, are your legs working? Are your toes coming towards you? Sometimes I put a block at the end of your feet, don't I, in class, to make sure that you've got those toes coming towards you. You're not, if you were standing, you wouldn't be on tiptoe. And don't forget to stretch the inner legs as well as the outer leg, moving the big toes away from you. Okay, so, okay, bend the right knee in, keeping the left leg on the mat. Put the belt around the ball of the foot, stretch the leg up. Now, press your fingers into your hip crease to move your hip away so this doesn't shorten here. This leg is working on the mat. Hold the back, the belt firmly. Don't forget you're not climbing a mountain, firmly but not white knuckles. So, we're going to do a little lift up, so breathe in. Breathing out, keep the chin down, the hands up the belt, and don't worry if your leg's here as long as it's straight, okay? And then we're trying to lift up, and this is work on your core, isn't it? Try not to lift the shoulders up by your ears. Pay attention to what the other leg's doing. You haven't lifted it or done anything strange with it. And breathing in, breathing out. If you're comfortable, you can bring your knee closer. And smile at the knee and hope it comes a bit closer, and then release down. Take the belt off. Come back to lying Tadasana. Feet together. That leg will feel a bit longer, won't it? Bend the left leg in. Bring the belt around the ball of the foot. Keep this leg as it was, the right one. And stretch the leg up. Move the hip, that left hip away so you haven't shortened it. So the same length as the right one. Okay. Shoulders are down, chin is down. Hold it quite firmly. Breathe in. Breathing out, chin down, and come up. If you make that a little bit shorter, don't worry where the leg is if you can't get it up and straight. Look at that knee. One day you'll reach the knee, one never. And what is the other leg doing? Are you watching that? What are the shoulders doing? Have they lifted or anything? And then let go. Back in. Place both feet on the mat now. Walk the feet in, bend both knees into your chest. Belt round the balls of the feet. Stretching both up. Now, the lower abdomen has to work, doesn't it? So don't worry if you're a little bit there. So breathe in, breathe out. The lower abdomen particularly down, of course the whole of the back down. Shoulders nice and relaxed, and maybe you can let go. But really stretching the legs. Bend the knees in, place one foot down, the other foot down, belt away. Bend the right knee into your chest, stretch up. Now, Get your thumbs into your hip crease, fingers round the hips here, and keep that right hip away from you. Okay. Stretch the other leg out. Okay, so both legs are doing the same, straight as you can. Arms down on the mat now, breathe in. As you breathe out, how slowly can you bring the leg down? Keep stretching it away from you, keep the shoulders away, working the tummy. And the leg will come down to the next to the other one and feel a bit longer. Okay, if your back is okay, you can do this with a straight leg. If not, put the feet on the back, left foot on the back and do it that way. Okay, lengthen the leg, breathe in, lift it up. And breathe out slowly as you can down. So the tummy doing the work. Stretching the leg away and keeping it straight next to the other one. Stretch both. Once more, breathe in and lift. And breathe out and down slow as you can, as long as you can keep the tummy under control. And down. And then we're going to do the left one. So if it affects your back, or if you've got any back problems, start off with the right foot on the mat. Otherwise you can keep them stretched out. Breathe in and lift. And you can keep that hip, make sure that hip's going away from you. Do that first, then you can put the arms down and breathing out. Now, tummy down. Going down as slowly as it's comfortable for you, still keeping the other leg super glued on the mat, and this leg should come down next to the other one. Breathe in and lift. And breathe out. Down fairly slowly, keep the tummy down, the back down. Try not to tense shoulders. Or sometimes what happens, the jaw starts to clench. Don't want that either. When it's down, breathe in and lift. And down. Next to the other one. Both stretch. Once more if you can. Breathe in and lift. Nice look on the tummy, the back, the legs. Oh, top body. Can relax quite a bit. Shouldn't be any problem. Down. Ah, now you can place one foot on the back, the other foot on the mat. You let the knees go together a bit. And release. Breathing in and breathing out. Just the belt once more. Round your feet. Nice and wide. Shoulders down so you can get a stretch out of the arms and shoulders as well doing this. And so as wide as it's comfortable, tummy is down, and if you press the legs away, the shoulders are nicely away from your ears, aren't they? And this is a bit more feeling on the upper body, actually doing it this way. And breathing in, breathing out, a nice stretch. So lovely to have a stretch, isn't it? Have a toe wiggle. Quite nice as well. Be lively. And then bring them together, bend the knees into the chest. And then roll to the right side. And come up. And do the yogic roll down. So we're about 20 minutes now. Yeah. So sitting up. Feet on the mat. Now don't have the heels too near you, but have the heels down. And sitting on the mat, hands behind so you can lift the spine. Okay, breathe in and lift, lengthen. Any more? Right, on the out breath you are going to roll down with control of the lower abdomen. This is a yogic roll down. Okay. If you haven't done this before, you can have a look. You're going to breathe in, breathing out, round the back, round the back, round the back. Lower abdomen working. You can keep the toes come up, that's fine, but nothing else. Now, the thing is coming up. So when you come up, there shouldn't be any pushing, pulling, straining. Okay. So let's just come up, put the hands there and come up. Come about halfway. See how far you can go before you know you're going to fall back. Okay. Then you know you can come up again, using the tummy muscles without any pulling of the arms or anything. Okay. So this is a bit of an experiment. Breathe in and lift, breathe out, start to go down. So this should be all under control. If you can go here or any further and get up without any pulling, pushing or anything, using your tummy. And breathe in, breathing out, coming up. Nice and relaxed. If you can't do that, you've gone too far. Breathe in and lift, lengthen. And breathing out, rolling down. If here's fine for you, that's fine because you can get up again. Okay. If your stomach muscles are very strong, you can even bring your arms back, but you're not going to use the arms. Breathing in, breathing out. Soft, 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 smooth. So no cheating now because I can't see you. Breathe in and lift. And again, breathing out. Rounding the back. Tummy working. Oh, nice roll down. Oh, lovely. Oh, release, arms wherever you are, body wherever it is, and we do one more breathing in, breathing out, tummy working, nice and soft. Breathe in and come up. Oh, have a stretch. Bring the feet wide, and you can have a little, just rest down there. You can let the tummy go for the moment. And I'll do a bit more in a moment, just sitting with your legs crossed. We're going to do high plank from there. You'll need a block between your thighs. You might have to rearrange it in a minute so it doesn't get in the way. So we're going to do a high plank. So hands are under your shoulders with the fingers nice and spread. Bring the knees back under the hips and a block squeezed between your thighs. If you've got a cushion, you could use that. It's not too thick. So there's a bit of control of the legs and the tummy. So we're going to do a high plank to move the knees back more, then stretch the legs back and squeeze the block. Okay. And stretch the heels away from you. And obviously the tummy has to work. Don't let the head drop too much or lift too much. Shoulders away from your ears. Maybe I'll do it on here so it's see a bit better. So you should be holding that and gripping the block and working the tummy. Okay. And stretching the heels back, not having sagging thighs or anything, and this really helps when you grip the block here. And hold it there, and then we take the block out. And then we're going to go from high plank into chaturanga. Now, some people find it's a bit difficult, you might need a block under your tummy, but just see how you go first of all. So I'm getting into high plank here. And the elbows are in, hopefully in a straight line. And pulling the heels back. And then, probably can't keep it too long. Now, if you can remember where your tummy is, you can have some support here if you couldn't. Okay, so you can start off with high plank, and then you can come down and put your tummy on there, and it won't be so hard on the arms and everything. And from the waist to the heels stretched, from the waist up to the top of your head stretched. Yeah, I'll just take a couple of breaths, come out of it, moving back, look this one, bring our knees. Should we try one more? So with or without the block, takes a bit of practice. Obviously quite a bit of tummy work, so no, I might try for the elbow plate. Don't forget, if any of these affect your wrists, you can fold the mat about palm, size of the palm, and then there's not so much strain on the wrist here when you start doing these postures. Okay, so we're going to go from high plank. Breathing in, breathing out. In, heels back, breathing, and down, and pushing back. Opening up. So a couple of standing things now. Let me just straighten my mat. What to do past on the side, that's the plank. You can use a chair or some blocks for this. Let's just try it as it is for the moment with some blocks. So, feet are nice and wide. Tadasana, left toes turning out, right toes, left toes turning in, right toes turning out, hips forward, and then bend the knees. Now you need these blocks behind here. You may need more blocks, or you could even use a chair behind you. So we're trying to get a good angle here with the knee over the heel or a bit backwards, but definitely not over the foot. And then you can lean your elbow here, or you can always just do this bit. Now, turn your chest to the front. You can smile, it's a lovely stretch. For the moment, keep this shoulder back, chest to the front. Obviously tummy's got to work here, and then stretch the left arm up over your ear. So you can stay there and get a nice stretch, or you can put the hands down on the block. 2 blocks, 1 block, 3, or whatever. And you're stretching from your outer left foot right through to your fingertips of the left hand. And breathing. Lovely. If you can turn at the ceiling, it's even better as long as your neck's okay. Breathe in and come up. Feet to the front. You need to put blocks on the chair. Way. If you've got a chair, it's elbow on the chair. See what you can do. Feet nice and wide, facing forward. Make sure the toes are in line. Turn the right toes in, left toes out, hips to the front, chest to the front. Bend the left knee. You need to bring your support behind this foot. Keep this shoulder back for now. Just rest here. Have a look at the angle here. And tummy's got to start working now. So you can stretch this up and go over and just work from there. You can put your fingers down on here. This arm is in line with the leg, the lower arm and the lower leg in line. Then you get a nice stretch from the side. Make sure the side of the outer side of your right foot, right through to the fingertips. And maybe you can turn, don't know, but you really got a really good stretch. Breathe and come up. Release. Wiggle out, soften, and then we're going to have to go warrior 3. Right, so you will need a chair for this. And the back of the chair in front of you. I will turn around in a minute. I can't do it the other way because I've got. Okay. So you're going to walk back. So you've got this nice stretch on the spine and the shoulders. And have a stretch first. So I'm going to turn the other way so you can see a bit more. So, are you getting this lovely stretch? You can have your feet together. Make sure your ears are not right up by your shoulders. You've got a nice sturdy chair here. And you're extending back with your hips. Legs are nice and straight, the arms are straight. Now, we're going to carefully go into warrior three. So start to slide this back. Now you're going to be firm on that left leg. Stretch the leg back, the arms forward. The fingers should be stretched. It's a lot of work on that standing leg. And this, try not to turn out. The knees should be facing the floor. The heels stretched away, the toes down. Big stretch and tummy work. Breathe, come down, stretch, breathe in, breathing out, start to slide the left one. Strong on the right leg. Try not to lift that hip or drop it too much. The arms are extending. The ears are in line with your arms, not head not up here or drop down. Now stretch the heel back, toes down. So the back of the knee is facing the ceiling. Extend and breathe. And come forward. Come up. Have a little wiggle. And let's get our legs up. Now what you can do is you can use the chair back, or if you've got a wall, I haven't got a wall here. If you've got a wall, it's nice, as you know, to go in sideways. Legs up, so you can do this with a chair.
10 minutes.
Sorry?
10 minutes.
And go up. Oh, that's really nice. This is quite nice because I've got a soft bit on the chair, but you can put a cushion under there. Just for a few breaths now. And release those legs after that. Quite hard work. Make sure chin is down, shoulders down. And this is nice for me because I can sort of hook my heels around this chair. But see what you can do. If you're up against the wall, you've got that nice straight wall. The wall's a wonderful teacher, and straighten your legs. So again, the hips are heavily down. Some people like to have a block under the hips. So just a few breaths there. Starting to calm down a little bit before we go into Shavasana. Another 4 breaths. Just letting go. And releasing down, softening the tummy. And start to soften the legs a little bit. And start to bring them down. Now, if you've got a chair that you can turn around and put your feet on the chair, well, I've got a gap here. Now this is very, very nice, especially for the back and the tummy. This is very nice indeed, if you can let go. So, whatever happens in Shavasana, you need to be relaxed. So, lying either on the mat, with your legs supported. Try and have your calves supported if you're on a chair. And just letting go from there. So shoulders away from your ears. Careful not to lift your chin. You might need head support if your chin comes up. Glasses off is nice. Just letting go. Softening your feet, ankles, calves, knees and thighs. And your eyes are softly closed. shoulders are down away from your ears. You want to move them, the arms out. You can let the legs go now, and softening your hips, pelvis, tummy, ribs, chest. Release your back, just let it go. Feel fluid around the spine and the tummy. Soften your shoulders, upper arms, elbows, lower arms, hands, fingers. Palms of your hands very, very soft. And let that softness go right through to your fingertips. Fingertips. So from the fingertips up to your shoulders. Soft. Relax your jaw, your tongue, your throat. Release your cheeks down away from your eyes. Letting go of any expression. Softening the corners of your eyes. Let your eyes soften and sink down into the sockets, looking gently into your heart center. And softer and softer. Make space between your eyebrows. Space around your forehead, your hairline, your ears. Let your brain rest. Be aware of how the breath becomes soft and hardly feel it. Just letting it go. And can you let go a little bit more and almost feel a bit floaty? Because your muscles are so soft. The body is so much letting go. There's no tension. Can you feel a little bit floaty? I find it helps to think about the fingertips and the ends of the toes. And the rest of the body just floating. Start to bring your attention into the body again. Move your hands and your feet this time. Stretch your toes and your fingers. Now if you're on a chair, be very careful how you come out of it or up on the walls, but start to bend your knees into your chairs first of all. Keep your knees up. Carefully roll onto the right side. Get your head comfortable and your right arm. Just hold it there. A couple of breaths. Then start to carefully push yourselves up and come and sit with your legs crossed again, or sit on a chair if you don't like crossing your legs. If you're crossing your legs, cross your legs the unnatural way. Sitting in a block. Hands lightly on your knees. Just lifting the spine. Now for cat lovers, I've got this book, the Little Book of Bob, and it's about the life lessons from the streetwise cat, which you might have read, the book about the street cat named Bob. Anyway, some of this is quite, quite, you don't get actually. Our happiness lies within. Bob, that's the cat, can spend hours entertaining himself. he can fill half the day lying on the windowsill watching the world go by. At our old flat in North London, he would watch the clouds floating by, the rain falling, the people and traffic passing by. Anything and everything had the potential to entertain him. He's the same in our new house. He will lie there staring out into the garden, quietly mesmerised by the world outside. Watching him, it often strikes me that he embodies something very simple, yet very profound. Something that a lot of people struggle to understand. There's a very famous Chinese saying, happiness is the absence of striving for happiness. What I think that means is that our happiness isn't dependent on others or external things. It isn't something we have to chase after. It actually lies within ourselves. Bob seems to know that. When I watch my cat Millie cleaning herself, she's got her eyes closed, she's really concentrating. She's not thinking, oh, I wonder when they're putting my food out, or, oh, why did they lock me in last night? She's really concentrating. She is practicing mindfulness and being in the moment. So, remember to be doing that this week. Namaste.